So Tony, a well-spirited comeback, but did we leave ourselves maybe too much to do after that first half?
Yeah, definitely. First half really didn't give ourselves a chance. If you look back at that first 20 minutes, I think we only touched ball twice and scored one try and then got one a bit after that. So field position didn't really help us, and we too many penalties and stuff like that first half.
Was it quite to be not really able to match Huddersfield's energy in that first half? Was that something that you were maybe a little bit disappointed by, that actually off the back of a good week a good week training and not having the reserves game, actually we should have been up for that?
Yes, I said to the guys at half time, I said, to be honest, they had more energy and enthusiasm than we did. And I think our previous result 2 weeks since winning by 84 points to nil don't really help our preparation. I want us to get into that kind of arm wrestle kind of rugby, and I think that showed today, so it's a good lesson learned for our guys that, you know what, you can't just turn up and expect to win, and we'll learn a lot from that tonight.
But actually to then have that spirited comeback, like you just said, what did, as a couple of the younger guys in this team making their first appearances, to be in a real arm wrestle, especially going into that final 5 minutes, what must that do for their development as players?
I think what it does, it backs up the message from the coach at half time when you talk about field position, cutting out silly errors and basically just being in the grind, and I think we proved that in the second half, that if we can go set for set, then I think Huddersfield were glad the final whistle went at the end. But it's our own fault as a group and as players, but we'll learn from it, and that's what this game's all about.
Were you impressed by the trio that made their first academy appearances, Fergus, Bobby and Joe coming off the bench?
Yeah, they had some good minutes as well, didn't they? I thought Bobby was really good when he came off the bench, had a lot of energy, and Fergus is really clever. He's a very clever player. So, and there was Joe as well. It's his first game as well, so they're all good, really, to be fair.
And Tom Stevens coming in for one of his first appearances of the year. How pleased were you with him and as part of that forward pack?
I think Tom was really good. He didn't get a phone call this morning to say that he was going to play, so his preparation was hindered kind of thing, and he turned up today. And I said behind the sticks earlier that, you know what, he's been really good today.